Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. So, don't mind my volume sounding a little thing. I'm not home right now, so I'm just using my headphone mic right now to talk. But you see the title. Wonder Woman 1984 has been delayed and has been pushed back. Now, first there was articles saying that it was delayed indefinitely. Now it's saying just pushed back till Christmas. I need to just share my opinions about this. So we just finna read this article real quick. It's from Variety. And guys, follow me on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, please, because that's I post anytime anything news related that comes out. I normally hit Twitter first, and I normally share my initial reactions. Then I make a video about it later. So if you just want to see my initial reactions to stuff, like real quick, because I've just been getting on Twitter a lot more lately. So just check that out. But we finna just read this article real quick, man. All right, so Wonder Woman 1984 release date pushed to Christmas. This is what we're dealing with right now. Warner Brothers has postponed the release of Wonder Woman 1984, the latest development in Hollywood's rocky plans to return to the movies. I got a lot to say about the movies in the theaters right now, so just stick around because I got some very strong opinions that I got to say about this stuff. The superhero sequel starring Gal Gadot, which was expected in theaters October 2nd, will now touch down December 25th. I highly doubt that. But anyway, Patty is an exceptional filmmaker with Wonder Woman 1984. She has delivered an incredibly dynamic film that moviegoers of all ages around the world will absolutely love, said Toby Emmerich, Warner Brothers Picture Group chairman. We're very proud of the film and look forward to bringing it to the audience for the holidays. Director Patty Jenkins added, first and foremost, let me say how much Gal and I love our devoted Wonder Woman fans around the world, and your excitement for Wonder Woman 84 couldn't make us happier or more eager for you to see the movie, because I know how important it is for us to bring this movie to you on the big screen, and when all of us can share the experience together, I'm hopeful you won't mind waiting just a little bit longer with the new date Christmas Day. We can't wait to spend the holidays with you. This just makes me upset, man. This just makes me upset. Warner Brothers recently took a risk in releasing Tenet on the big screen, making its first major blockbuster to debut since movie theaters closed in March due to the pandemic. The $200 million budgeted film from director Christopher Nolan launched over Labor Day weekend. U.S. muted $20 million. That's a lot. I could have predicted that. I could have said that would have happened. Sources say the studio was waiting to assess ticket sales for Tenet before making a decision for Wonder Woman. Of course, they just wanted to test. They just threw Tenet out there just to test it. Of course, it wasn't going to do good. You reduce the capacity for the theaters, first of all. And then you also have people like me who aren't really comfortable about going out to the theater. So not only do you have a reduced amount of people in the theaters that you have to limit because COVID is still a thing. The pandemic is still a thing, right? I keep stressing that. I keep saying that. And not only do you have that, but you have people like me who don't even want to step out there. People who don't even want to take the risk to go out there to spend money on a movie in the theaters. Is the potential to catch COVID-19 really worth the $20 I'm about to pay to go watch that movie? No. Anyways, Tenet won't face much competition among ticket buyers and can see a boost in sales in the coming weeks. It could. It could. For now, Disney Marvel's comic book adventure Black Widow is still the next major film on the calendars. In the meantime, smaller movies like Sony's romantic The Broken Hearts Gallery is planned to open this week. Nearly 70% of theaters in the U.S. have reopened, but important markets like New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, I'm in the New York area, San Francisco remain closed. Come on, bro. And like literally, there's a school around here, and like a school upstate New York that just closed. They opened and then they closed. Somebody got COVID. The first Wonder Woman collected $400 million from North American theaters in 2017, and the sequel would struggle to come even close to that figure without some of the country's biggest markets in play. Warner Bros. Has found massive success over the holidays with DC properties. Aquaman releasing 2018, $1 billion. Okay, but here's the thing, bro. This is my thing, right? You have this stuff going. Let me just check. This is normally where I get a lot of my sources. Shout out to Discussing Film. They're pretty good at releasing news articles real quick and real reputable news stories. They're really good at that. So check out Discussing Film. This is my thing, y'all. This is my issue. I need to zoom in so y'all can see me properly, so y'all can be one with me. This is my issue. Why are you releasing movies out? Why are the theaters open? Why is the world so quick to rush out and do things? Okay? There's literally people coming at me on Twitter. It's one of the reasons why I don't go on Twitter as much, but I really don't give. I don't care because I say whatever I gotta say. I don't. It doesn't. My feelings don't get hurt. My feelings don't get hurt from people online, from people I don't know. The only time my feelings probably get hurt is if there's somebody in my family or somebody that I know personally that like says something to me. But like a bunch of y'all people on Twitter, your opinions don't bother me because we're all allowed to have opinions. You can have your opinion about me. I can have my opinion about something. And this is my take on this whole thing. Why are people opening the theaters when there is a pandemic going around the world? Europe and other places around the world, especially in the U.S., Europe and other places around the world have been handling this situation a lot better than the United States has. I got a cousin right now that's in Austria right now, who the cases and the numbers are not as much as it is, has not even close to one city in the United States, especially in the New York area. So the United States has an issue with this pandemic right now because a lot of people are, especially people on Twitter right now. That's why I said I warned in the beginning. I have some strong opinions. Feel free to disagree with me. But there's people on Twitter coming at me like, "Oh man, the pandemic ain't real. It ain't real. It don't do this, bro." I know people who had this thing. I literally I won't say their names, but I know people unfortunately who their family members have passed away because of this. What you call a fake virus. Okay, so I don't want to hear nobody talking about how this thing don't exist. It does, and you got to be careful. So which makes me mad with these companies and these people still trying to open theaters. Yes, I love going to the movies. I love going to the theaters. I love sitting down with popcorn and my Snickers. I like having a big chug of water, some popcorn, some Snickers, me and my girl watching the movie. And then that's it. We chugging down Snickers, we chugging down popcorn, and we watching the movie on big IMAX Dolby Cinema. I love that. I love that aspect of it. I love going to the movie. It's a good experience. But I rather, at this point, stay home. I would pay $35, I'd pay $40 to watch Wonder Woman at home. I would. Say I won't do it, I would. I paid $30 for Mulan, right? And I watched it from the comfort of my home. Simple as that. I would pay, yeah, and then there's some people going with the argument, oh man, this movie was meant to be viewed on the big screen, yada, 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 yada. Yes, I agree with that too. But the thing is, we're living in a time of uncertainty. We're living in a time where we have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, life is always like that. You never really know what's going to happen in life, but now it's at a point where you really, really don't know what's happening in life. Like, you can make projections, you can make plans, you can try to figure out what to do, unless Warner Brothers and some of the executives have some information that we don't have, right? Unless they have any of that stuff, we have no idea what is going to happen. So I think the safest and best bet is to release the movie early enough on streaming. Put it on HBO Max. You can do what Disney Plus did, where you can pay an extra $30 or whatever to buy it. A lot of people are going to hate that idea and they're going to refuse to do it. Whatever. Put it on there. Half the people buy it. Half the people buy the movie, and then you can re-release the movie in certain parts. Now, I don't know if the movie is going to be released outside of the U.S. I don't know if it's going to be released outside of the U.S. In like outside of U.S. markets, or this is just a U.S. thing. Maybe it might be released in Europe. I don't know. I haven't seen any articles coming up with that or talking about it being released in other parts of the world. Some parts of Europe and stuff have been able to reopen movie theaters like way earlier than we have in the U.S. The U.S., we still going through this thing. We still going through this problem over here in this country. So release the thing. I don't understand, WB. I don't understand. Like, I mean, I understand that you're trying to make money. No, it's not about watching it on the big screen or whatever. You want the big markets like Los Angeles, New York, those areas. You want those places open so that you can make the most of your money, so that you can make some money on the movie that you made. So obviously they care about money. It's always about money. They want to release it out so that we can get it so we can get it, but so that they can get money in their pockets. But they don't think that they'll be able to make enough money through streaming. A lot of fans don't like that. A lot of fans don't want that. But a lot of you guys gotta understand, especially the viewers, that this is still going on. There's literally schools that are reopening too early. allowing their kids to go into the school, and then next thing you know, they got to close a week later or like 2 weeks later because people getting COVID, because people getting tested positive for COVID. Come on. Anybody could tell you. Anybody could tell you that. Daredevil, as blind as ever, could see that coming. I had to steal that line from my boy Phil, my boy Captain Phil. He said that a long time ago in one of our videos. But for real, Daredevil, blind as ever, could see that coming. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't tell me I'm not making sense. I mean, you could tell me. You can obviously tell me I'm not making sense. But come on, man. That's just one of the things I don't understand. Release the movie on streaming. HBO Max. I will pay the $30, bro. I will pay it, man. Like, stop trying to put, because next thing you know, you push it off to December 25th. Let's say things are not as close to being up to standard yet by December 25th. Just saying, just if. And then they got to push the movie to March 2021. And then what if they keep on pushing it? Then next thing you know, we're a whole year or 2 years down the line. I might be exaggerating, but like we're a whole year or 2 years down the line, the movie still ain't released yet. Come on, y'all. So I don't know, man. We're just going to have to see what happens. I want to remain optimistic that it can come out December 25th and the things in the United States can kind of calm down a bit as far as the spread of this virus is concerned, so that we can all just do your part, bro. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your daggone mask. Social distance. Just wear the mask. It's not an inconvenience. Wear the mask. Stop going over and seeing people you're not supposed to go see. Keep your circles close. We're talking about close friends, close families. Make sure you quarantine if you got to quarantine. All right, because everybody's trying to get on with their life, and it's not. You can't really do it unless everybody's playing their part. This is literally like you're in recess when you're trying to go outside and play on the field, but then there's that one kid in recess, that one kid in the class that just has to mess everything up so that you can't go and have your recess. You know what I'm saying? So play your part. I understand that the business, they're trying to make their money on their movie. I get that as a corporation, as a business decision. I get it. But as a fan, it bothers me. And as a person who just cares about just health and hygiene in general, wear your daggone mask. Wear your daggone mask. I think like some of the companies that have released the movies on streaming platforms, digital, like Bill and Ted and some other movies that came out over throughout the lockdown, that was really smart ideas. You know, Trolls World Tour, I think, made a lot of money within like a weekend. So, just saying. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just had to rant real quick about this. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you disagree with me, it's all good. But just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster out.